See, NVIDIA is nowhere near my key levels. Tesla, I'm looking for this pullback along off of 445. And there is some relative strength right now on Apple coming into open. So let's see. That failed. I want to see if we can possibly reclaim this. Apple's holding up, which I do like. Love to see Tesla reclaim this 245. The 15-minute Tesla's pretty heavy. SPY's trying to hold up, and then Q's is pulling back. NVIDIA is in the middle of nowhere for me, so not even really looking at that. Apple is holding out. We can get over it's 257.35 with good displacement. I do like it. SPY's breaking above previous day high. On the 15-minute, this looks great. Apple just broke above as well. I need more displacement here on Tesla. I need displacement and a candle closure above this. But on the 15-minute, this looks really good. Just gotta be patient here. Just gotta be patient. I like that both SPY and Tesla is holding up while Q's is pulling back. That's something that I do like. I do like this. I just need a pullback here. This looks good. I just need this pullback here. The bigger the displacement, the better. So I am watching that. This looks good. Now I want to see that. That's what I want to see. SPY is holding up very well, actually. Intraday double top right here, so sellers are definitely stepping in there. I want to see more of a pullback here. I gotta see a bigger pullback. Or I might just pass on this. The reclaim may have been the entry. A little too aggressive for me. Yeah, I'm good. I messed up. Other things setting up here, just fine to me. Like I'm definitely wasn't gonna enter on this candle. It's a pretty aggressive entry. So gonna be patient here. Nvidia and Apple is still setting up fairly well. So Apple's rejecting this. Yeah, on the 15-minute, this looks really good. I just wasn't able to get that. The video's holding up pretty well. Mm. Yeah, we never got a retest here. Like we entered on this reclaim. I had to wait for this candle to close. I guess you could have entered here, but to me, this was just an aggressive entry just because the high of day is right here, right? I don't want to enter a trade right near the high of day risking off this 445. So, teach your own. Patience pays. If I don't end up getting this, I'm perfectly fine with that. I like that this is respecting and this is holding up. As you can see, this is clearly um, our key resistance level here. If buyers can break through that, that'd be nice. This target here is literally just a previous day high on Tesla. That's all that is. Nvidia kind of just in the middle of the previous day high, previous day low. Actually, I'm liking this on Apple. If the strength can stay. I just need a strong displacement candle above this. Candle closure, then a retest. then QQQ is literally just flirting around the previous day high. So I'll take that over, I guess, a sell-off, you know. But you can see this key level here on 257.35 is such a strong level for Apple. Never got that entry here. Yeah, like for me, this entry didn't make sense. Like I had to wait for this counter to close and I was looking for this pullback. Never got it, and I'm not going to enter right near this high of day. That was just not a good trade. So, but like we said, you know, with Tesla, when Tesla wants to run, it will run. I like this little bull flag setting up here on Apple. Tesla is gone. Yeah, I may not get Tesla, which is fine. Yeah, once this candle closed, I was really looking for that. Clearly didn't get it. Sucks. Really nothing going on the video. Apple's holding, bro. If Apple can get above this, give us a good displacement, right? And then a retest, I like it. Something like that, I like it. If we do end up pulling back down here, and that's kind of like a 50% retracement, so be very cautious there. But there's a bull flag setting up here on Apple for sure. And the 15-minute Apple looks good right now. Right, Apple's holding up, and Q's is pulling back pretty aggressively. SPY is pulling back, but SPY is holding up very well. So Apple looks good. Nothing on the video. Apple looks good. I do like Apple. But I can't take this if we get a break in base. I need like a good displacement candle, like strong momentum, and then that retest. See, sellers are definitely defending this. So just gonna be patient here on Apple, see what we end up doing. Nvidia broke above. This is the previous day high, broke above that and rejected. So let's see. Overall markets pulling back a little bit. Q's actually looks really good. Starting to hold above its previous day high. Biggest sell off here on Apple. Big sell off here on Apple. So unfortunately never got that retest here on Tesla. This would be a big range break on the video if we can break above this 188.15. Yeah, big sell off here on Apple, even broke through this lower day. QQQ still flirting around the previous day high. I was looking for this break on Apple. It may come back up, we'll see. But as of now, Apple's just really in the middle of a range on the higher time frame. Like we needed this break, right? So, well, I'm not interested on taking Tesla off of this previous day high at all. Not at all. This is something that I need, right? Like if this can set up, I do like it. Hughes and SPY is pulling back now, so we'll see. This is still a good, if this can pull back, this is still a good shot if it can pull back. Right? Like I said, this was an aggressive entrant on this reclaim. Because then you're entering near, right, the high of day. If this pulls back on you and you're risking off this 445, those contracts are going to crush you. So that was just way too an aggressive entry for me. I was really hoping after this candle closed, we would have got that pullback and buyer stepped in. Apple being bought back up. So patient pays. Today may be a cash day. I don't know yet. Tomorrow's FOMC, so I'm definitely not taking any trades. That is a day off for me. I'm personally not taking this break and retest off previous day high. To me, that's just not a strong key level. I was just hoping um, get a break and retest and try and hold up into that, but we'll see. The video looks good if we can get over this 188.15. Spying cues really holding up very well. Yeah, there's nothing in the video's way if we get over this 188.15. The next level above this is 190.36. So buyer stepping up here on Apple. I like that. On the 15-minute, Apple does look good. Like on the 15-minute, this thing is holding up very well. So we'll see. Right now, price is at 450, so a pullback to 445 is still valid to me. It's a $5 retracement. That's not too bad. So we'll see. Just no figure if sellers are stepping up here in this previous day high. This looks good because as of right now, Nvidia is outside of its previous day high. So obviously, I'm not going to go long into this level, but this would be a big break and retest. This would be a big reclaim actually. So if this can set up, I do like it. Tesla's pretty much gone. Like I'm not touching this name unless we pull back down here. The video looks good. Apple setting up. I really like them both. If I have to pick, probably NVIDIA over Apple. Um, So we'll see. The overall market, what is that doing? Yeah, overall market's holding up. SPY is pulling back. SPY is about to break its lower day. Qs is still sitting above previous day high. If you look on the 15-minute time frame on Tesla, there are big wicks up here near this previous day high. So something to be mindful of. Key level being respected on the dot in real time, as you can see. But if I have to pick, I preferably would take NVIDIA. This would be a big breakout on NVIDIA. And NVIDIA would be over its previous day high. As of right now on Apple, even if we do reclaim this, it's still an inside target. And as you can see, sellers are definitely sitting up here, pushing this thing lower. Good breakout here on NVIDIA. Big breakout here. I want to see this candle close. Nope. Good liquidity grab here. Good liquidity grab. That's why we wait for displacement and candle closure to avoid fake outs. So right, Tesla was a good one. That reclaim is just too aggressive. I wish I would have got a retest on this, but that's all good. This was really my main wash coming into today. The one thing I like about Apple is, as you can see, right, all these sellers are defending this very well. So this has built up liquidity. If we get a blow off the top, I would not be surprised. But out of these two, NVIDIA and Apple, I do like NVIDIA just because it'd be outside of this range and over previous day high. It's a high probability right there. Nice. I just need a displacement candle closure above on this. All right, you can see sellers are definitely stepping up here. Tesla's gone. What's the overall market doing? Pretty much sideways actions on the Qs, but it is sitting near its previous day high. But pretty much just choppy, sitting sideways on the Qs. SPY is pulling back. It's sitting under its previous day high, kind of near lower day. If we get a break-in base on this, I'm not taking that. The only way I take this is like a strong displacement candle. Like I need a candle closure like that, and then a retest, and then I'll feel comfortable taking that. I want to see what this candle does. Like I need more of a breakout. Like that's not strong enough displacement for me. If we can get like a candle closure above this high day, then a pullback, I like it. It's gonna be patient here. Nice, that's what I want. Now I want to pull back. This candle's gonna close soon. Then I'm looking for this pullback. Apple's breaking above as well, so we'll see. Apple's still rejecting this. That's what I wanted. So now I want to see this pullback if we get it. May not get that. We'll see. It's gonna be patient. Right? That was not. That was like an instant break and retest. I didn't want that. So we'll see. Q's is above previous day high. SPY is bouncing off the low of day, which is trying to get back above this previous day high. So it looks pretty good. Hopefully NVIDIA gives us somewhat of a pullback. You can see this 257.35 is being highly respected on Apple, like highly respected. The sellers defending this. We'll see what happened with the 7 a.m. pop as well. It's a lot of big breakouts right now over these key levels and just no retests. So hopefully we get one here on NVIDIA. Yeah, SPY. SPY and Qs are really just consolidating on their previous day high levels. So yeah, if we can get like a pullback here and then target the high day, I do like it. That's a good shot to me. So we'll see. Tesla is just chopping around. There are really no setups right now for me. Yeah, SPY and the Qs are just consolidating. So I'm looking for something like this on NVIDIA. I would love a blowout top here on Apple. I want to see what happens at 7 a.m. I want this candle to close, see what this next candle does. The deeper the pullback, the better. I don't want to get caught in a 7 a.m. pop or drop, one or the other. Overall market is looking pretty heavy. So let's kind of see what the video does here. Probably could have entered here, but that was just very aggressive. Right, buyers are stepping in. So that was a good retest. Yeah, big retest. That was really the retest here, but we'll see. Yep, you can see. You can see the divergence here a little bit on the video. So we shall see. I really wanted that 7 a.m. to hit just because I did not want to get caught. All right, if we pull back here, I'll take it. I don't have any news, but the video is more like you just have to be patient with it. Just have to. So if we get one more pullback here, I'll take it. Yeah, Apple's just been consolidating all morning. Maybe a no trade day for me. If I don't get this, which is fine. And then we do have FOMC tomorrow. So, you know, if the PA is not the best, it's really like not surprised. I really want this pullback here on the video. I just need to blow off the top on Apple, like something just like this, right? And then that retest. Some people probably would have saw this, a candle closed in the instant retest, but that's not something I'll look for. I have lost more trades on that than I've won. The bigger the displacement, the better. Definitely could have entered here, right? Targeting that, but let's see. And keys is just pretty much sideways. Like there is no, like it's holding up, but it's just sideways. Now SPY is starting to like really pull back. Yeah, we're really starting to pull back. It's funny because the main one that I do like is Apple. Apple is really holding up. It's just it's consolidating, but Apple's actually holding up if you're looking at the overall market. Like it made a low of day, pushing all the way down and recovered fairly quickly. But if the market is spilling off, right now the market's pulling back pretty aggressively. And I'm not going to force this NVIDIA 224. Let's see what NVIDIA does. Yeah, market's pulling back hard right now. Very hard. Clearly. Very hard. Yeah. Keys and SPY's tanking. So I really don't want to take this on a free fall on the overall market. It's falling very hard. That's just a super hard long. I'm not comfortable taking that. Yeah, market's falling hard right now. Yeah, Keys is kind of falling to his lower day. I'm not comfortable shorting this. Like the market is in a free fall right now, so it sucks. Cause I really do want Apple. Apple does look the toughest. Since we're falling, I want a tighter stop. I need price to come back down here. It has to. I don't want to take that, and then my risk is under here. So I want to see how price reacts down here. patient pace. This market's dropping pretty hard. So we'll see. And the video is a very slow mover. I'm hoping Apple can get this blow off top, but it really doesn't seem like so. Like, I don't want to enter here, 188, pretty much 30, and then my stop loss is under 187. That's just not a good. I need this. So we'll see. Clearly, Tesla's pulling back. We could have taken this, but this is just too aggressive. I don't like this. To each their own. I'm good. Could have taken that, but I did not. See, there's sellers sitting up here. And every time the market pulls back, so does NVIDIA. See, I don't like that. Like, now we're kind of just sitting sideways. Tesla's pulling back. So we'll see. Tesla, QQQ is trying to hold its lower day. It's trying. This is a big pullback. You can see on Tesla, after we got over this 445, we had a good little momentum pop for 2, 4, 6 minutes. And after that, we just consolidated. So we really didn't do much here. It's an inside bar day, right? So not surprised. So QQQ buyer stepped up very aggressively near its low of day. See, I don't like this, right? Like, if I take this, I need price to pull back deeper into this level. That's the only thing. Yeah, price can pull back deeper, and then I see buyer step up. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, both Qs and SPY buyers are defending the low very fairly well. Big pullback here on Tesla. Patient pace. Patient pace. To see the thing that I'm looking at right now is Hughes is pushing back up into his previous day high. So I'm looking at that, like, if that's a break and retest under the previous day high, a lot of this can move lower. Right, now video looks good on the 15, but this 15-minute candle forming now is bearish red. So I just need a little bit of that, see what price does in here, and then that, right? Big pullback here. And the one thing I don't like about Apple and Tesla is both Qs and SPYs pulling back. I mean, pushing, but these two are not following, right? They're against the market right now. The video is holding up, but I don't want to go long here, risking down here. That's just not a good RR trade. And QQQ retesting its previous day high. This is a big retest, right? This is a big retest. So we'll see. Price pushed up to 452.45. That'll be a pretty big pullback. So we'll see. Yeah, it really just might be a cash day for me, be honest. It's FOMC tomorrow. Could have entered here, that was very aggressive, but as you can see, we really didn't do anything. We're selling off here on man, it sucks. I'm really waiting for this on Apple. Like, look at this. This is such a strong key level. Such a strong key level. As you can see, really not the best price action today. Right? We do have FOMC tomorrow, so I want to go long in the video, but I'm not gonna force that. Like, I need this. Like, that's the only way. I want a tight risk on this, right? Because these contracts don't move that fast on the underlying, right? So that's why it's something like I want an entry for a better RR, right? Entering here and then like targeting here, that's a terrible RR. Like entering down here, right? Targeting this hive day and moving higher, that's like a better RR trade. So don't really like that. QQQ aggressively defended the low of day, and we are now reclaiming the previous day high, getting back above that. So we'll see. Nothing steps up. I'm done here at 8 o'clock. So Nvidia is moving pretty much in sync with the Qs. Q is pulling back aggressively, so is Nvidia. So that's something I'm eyeing. Apple's just doing his own thing. Tesla's doing his own thing. But as you can see on Nvidia, as soon as we got over this 188.15, we really haven't done anything, right? We're just sitting sideways. So I would say the best retest entry was probably here. And it definitely would have went into high of day. But it was I didn't want to get caught in a 7 a.m. popper drop. So I had to wait for that to pass. Maybe I'm being biased. I do see like this setting up. If I can get that, I like it. But the risk to reward is skewed taking anything in here. So I'm just kind of hands off. It's all good. All right. Pure chop here on Apple. Like that's just sideways. Um, as soon as Tesla got over 445, nothing happened here, as you can see, just sitting sideways. So not really surprised, right? I mean, FOMC is tomorrow, right? Not really expecting the best price action. Uh, I'm not trading tomorrow, so we'll see. The thing is, since Nvidia is holding up, we're over the previous day high. We're outside of a range. We broke above this previous all-time high. If we can get a pullback and retest here, like this is a good shot. This is a good high probability shot. But buyers are stepping in at this 188.30 very well, right? So if we can get like this bear flag break and momentum to the downside, I like it. But Q's is consolidating, SPY is consolidating. Just one of those days. This is interesting on Apple, right? Look at these wicks. Like it's being defended down here. Apple is terrible price action, but it is being held up, right? That's the thing. This is being held up. So if we can get like a blow off top here, I like it. But other than that, I just kind of wait. Like every time Apple sells off, it just look at the candles to the upside that just brings it back up aggressively, right? So far, it's really Apple and Tesla that just still hasn't really hit their all-time highs, right? AMD has, Nvidia has, obviously QQQ, SPY. So let's see if we can get a deeper pullback. You see buyers are stepping in at this 188.30 for sure. But this is not a good long into there. I just don't like that. I need price to pull back a little bit deeper. That's it. This is a 15-minute candle forming too, right? It's 7:15 on the dot and it's red, so pretty big here. Like I said, the only thing I like about Nvidia is, it's holding up while the market is not. But I'm being very conservative here. Very conservative. Just got to be patient. Right? Like, this is something I do want. I want something like this and then price retest. So we'll see. If the market was moving better, I would be a little bit more aggressive going long here. But the market's either like SPY is moving to the downside and Q's is consolidating. So I don't like that. And right, this is nothing. This is chop. So I'd rather just wait for down here, at least get some momentum to the upside. Right. You can see, right, buyers are stepping in at this 188.30 for sure. 100%. That's just not a good risk to reward for me. Because if I take this trade and it pulls back on me, my stop loss has to be under this 187.98. I might as well round that. See, pull back here. Tesla's making lower lows, but not the best price action. And then, like I said here, we're really just consolidating. Like, there's no price action in here, right? That's just sideways. Like, for almost pretty much half an hour after we got above this, right? You would want to see this and then just move higher, but we're not getting that. Yeah, the video looks good on the 15 for sure. It does. And right now the delta on these contracts are like 43. I don't really like that. So it's like, since we're consolidating, right? Like, this is a good pass for me. I'm okay with that. Like, I want momentum, right? I don't want to sit and chop. So even if we do pull back down here, the only way I enter this is like a strong momentum candle. But if I don't get that, I'm hands off. That's pulling back. Like, no, video looks good on the 15. It really does. On the 15-minute time frame, you got that break and retest, and we're forming, we're holding. Right? Nvidia and Apple are like slow movers. Nothing today really on Tesla. Like, nothing, right? So I pretty much got 40 minutes left until market open. I mean, until I'm done. I only trade from 6:30 to like 8. Like, you could have got in here, but I'm good. I'll pass on that. For me, it's just not worth it. It's one of those days. Yeah, nothing on AMG, just middle of the range. Yeah, he had a good setup here. Right, good break, retest, displacement, pullback, pushing to high day. This was a really good shot here on Palantir. I just didn't want to go long into this weekly, but T-Strong, that was a good shot if you took that. And this is like one of the main reasons why I really trade on the 2 minute time frame, because I can only imagine how this looks on the 1 minute, right? This is how you get chopped around, faked out, right? I really wanted this to break on Apple. I really wanted that to break. Like this looked really good. Like look at the rejection every time we push into here. This is a strong level. Knowing Apple though, tomorrow in FOMC, it may just break off the top. I wouldn't be surprised. Knowing Apple. Because when you look at this, right, just about like to break things down, like we're just sitting in between here, right? Does that look like continuation? Absolutely not. We're just sitting in between this range. Tesla's just making lower lows, right? So nothing on Tesla, nothing on Apple. Like I said, tomorrow's FOMC, so I'm really not surprised about the price action that we have. It did look promising at open, it did. But the overall market itself is just, except for SPY. SPY is actually trending to the downside on the 15 minute. Um, QQQ literally stuck in between 609.35 previous day high and 608.58. So Q's is just stuck, sitting sideways. So so hopefully after FOMC, right, things kind of pick up a little bit, right? That's what I was saying. Like here, this was not worth really me taking a shot, right? 183 up into high day, 189.03. Like that's just not a good shot to me, right? Those contracts really didn't even move. SPY is trending lower for sure. So I'm not gonna force anything. Yeah, all around today, there's really nothing. Yeah, I never got a retest here. Probably could have looked for this pullback long off of this. Entered on that reclaim. This was a good one for Hood, but other than that, yeah, this was a big retest actually, a very big retest. I don't really trade Hood though. Pulling back here on Tesla. Like I said, Tesla's just making lower lows. This is pretty much, this is a very big retracement, right? From here down to here. So buyer step in at 445. I'm just really not fond of it. And then markets pushing, but this isn't following. So the move really already happened, right? See what's selling off here. Apple moves very well with SPY. So right now, SPY is tanking. It just broke low of day, you know, an hour into the session, and Apple is just falling behind. So like something's setting up here, right, on this, right? For sure, 100%, 100%. But it's not what I trade, but we're just sitting sideways. I'm very happy I was patient on NVIDIA because I know how NVIDIA moves, right? Like NVIDIA likes to fake out. It's a slow mover sometimes. Um, so that being said, it's like I had to wait for this, right? I had to wait for this pullback. So I'm happy with my no trade, here if I'm risking down here. right? Because after we got over this 188.15, you can see we got a good breakout and really just consolidated. Pulling back here on Tesla. SPY's gone. SPY's just, it's gone. Right? Higher time frame still intact, still bullish overall. It's just today is pretty much a pullback long type of day. That's just what it is. At least on the overall market. Yeah, nothing here. Like I said, this was something I wanted to see, possibly. All right, we're finally giving up this 188.30. I like the delta. This is why we wait for the retest. That is why we wait for the retest. We don't chase in here. We wait for the retest. This is the better RR trade if buyers step up. Market's tanking though, so I don't really like it as much, to be honest. That is why we wait. Patience pays, right? We want to take the highest probability setup. That's exactly why we wait, right? Break, retest. Let's see what we do here, right? If you take a trade off here, I understand you're risking off this level and this trade would have worked out in the high day, but you're practicing bad habits, right? You don't want to practice bad habits. I take one trade a day. I'm looking for the best shot that I can, right? And I want my risk to be tight. So we broke, good displacement. We never held on the retest. Nothing in its way to the upside. So this was a high RR trade if it played out. It was just one of those days. Overall market is tanking right now, right? So kind of just a cash day, probably, most likely. Patience pays, right? I think today's like a really good lesson. Like today shows like discipline, right? I have both my setups play out, but my entry criteria did not set up, so I did not chase that, right? If I would have chased this on the reclaim on Tesla, this is practicing bad habits, right? That's why I feel like a lot of traders struggle because you get rewarded for bad habits, right? Let's say I entered, right? We got the break, we got the reclaim. These are my favorite pullback long entries when we fell a key level and reclaim it, but I still want to see a retest, right? So this is the high of day. Candle close here, pull back here, enter. This is a terrible RR trade, especially on Tesla, right? I'm not going to enter a trade near the high of day. As you can see, this would have paid you very well, but you're practicing bad habits, right? I wanted this break, retest, and then that. I never got that, so I never took the trade, right? NVIDIA, you see, we ended up breaking above this, was very patient. I wanted that retest. We had good displacement, strong buyers. Buyers tried to hold, they tried to defend this, and as you can see, we fell, right? Overall market's just very heavy. We're still bullish on the higher time frame, right? It's just on the intraday, it's just not a good day. That's all it is. On the intraday, not a good day, right? I could have entered long here. I got that push to the higher day, but that's practicing bad habits, right? I wanted this good break, right? I want to see what buyers do here if they step up and then take that. That's the good shot. That's a better RR trade. So today, cash day, but like rules were followed, right? Discipline, patience. Might just close it up right now, to be honest. It's already 7:30. Like if you're looking at SPY right now, like SPY on the 15 minute, crazy. Every 15-minute candle, besides the first one of the day, has been down close red. It's kind of crazy. I would love a swing trade on spot. We can pull back to 669.20. That looks really good. So as of right now, this is just Q's really defending its low of day. It's just defending its low of day, but it's rejecting as well. Like I'm no longer interested in long off this 445, just because, right? Let's look at this. Are we making lower lows? We're stair stepping lower, right? Every pop is getting shorted. So unless you get like a bull flag into this, maybe, but nah. And then if this reclaims, I'm still gonna wait for a retest to the upside. I have to. Giving this a shot. Like the reclaim here. Nice. Nice. Really good shot here. I want to see what we end up doing. It's a good shot. I like it. Market's bouncing. Really good shot here. Really good shot. Contracts aren't really moving that well, which I'm not surprised. So if we can like scale out at once I hit like 5%, I'll try and scale out here. One more pop. There we go. I'm gonna let my runners take me out for break even. I'm only in 10. We'll see what happens. I want to see if we can gravitate towards this high day. It's holding up fairly well. They're just getting bought up very nice. Overall market's having like a very big bounce. This looks really good. Looks good. Solid. That was nice. I got out there, runners hit break even. That was a really good shot.